How you doing tonight, Surrey? Hello, Liberals. What a crowd. My friends, it is so good to be back in BC, and not just because this is a second home to me, but because of people like you. Every day, this movement grows stronger because you stand up for the people around you, because you work hard for what this Liberal team believes in. So, thank you! And speaking of working hard, I want to give a huge shout out to our outstanding candidates here in Surrey. Give it up most particularly for Randeep Sarai and Suk Dhaliwal. But also the incredible team of candidates we have in Surrey and across the Lower Mainland, particularly our BC Caucus Chair, Gordy Hogue. They are all remarkable leaders that I learn from every single day. So let's hear it once again for this incredible BC team. This team is going to keep moving forward on the work we've started, to keep building a better future for all Canadians. Mes chers amis, cet automne, on est appelé à choisir quel genre d'avenir on veut bâtir ensemble. Après 10 ans de politique conservatrice qui ne fonctionnait pas, l'économie canadienne était au neutre. La croissance de l'économie, la création d'emplois, la croissance des salaires, rien de tout ça ne bougeait parce que le gouvernement conservateur pensait que l'austérité et les coupures étaient la réponse à tout. Well, in 2015, Canadians chose a new team, one that rejected conservative cuts and austerity, one that was willing to invest in the middle class and people working hard to join it. And over the last 4 years, that's exactly what we've done. From introducing a Canada Child benefit that puts more money back in parents' pockets, to raising taxes on the wealthiest 1% so we could cut them for the middle class. But as Liberals, we know that better is always possible. And between bills and taxes, a lot of people are still worried about making ends meet. So we're going to keep moving forward. Earlier this week, we announced that we will once again lower taxes for Canadians. Now, Andrew Scheer and the Conservatives might think that giving a hand up to the wealthiest Canadians is the right approach, but we know that's not how we make progress. We know that it's by investing in Canadians and in their future that we move forward. After the previous government raised the age of retirement, we restored eligibility for benefits to 65. And earlier this month, we announced that we're going to increase old age security at the age of 75 and boost the Canada Pension Plan Survivors Benefit. And it's exactly the same story on keeping our communities safe. After the previous government made it easier to buy a gun, we reversed that bad decision. And last week, we announced that we will ban military-style assault rifles, and we will give the tools to cities to ban handguns. The time for thoughts and prayers is over. The time for a conservative approach that would loosen restrictions on assault weapons, that would let people get a gun without even showing a license to own it, well, there was never a time for that in the first place. It's up to us to do more. It's up to us to keep moving forward. Liberals won't reward gun makers, big polluters, or the wealthiest 1% with a whopping tax cut. The Conservatives will. They always do. And the fine print, well, they'll pay for it by cutting public services that you and your family rely on. You can set your clock by it. Exhibit A, Doug Ford, over in Ontario. rewarding the wealthy and making life harder for the middle class. And now Andrew Scheer wants us to double down on Canadian politicians across the country. Twice the tax breaks for big polluters and the wealthy, and twice the cuts for you and your family. There aren't enough teachers offering enough courses in Ontario this year for grade 12s to put together the credits they need to graduate. Think about that. That's what a buck of beer got in Ontario. Here in BC, though, you've seen the great things that can happen when the federal and provincial governments work together. Better support for families, more investments in transit and housing, and a real partnership in fighting climate change, keeping our communities safe, and growing the economy for everyone. You've seen firsthand what a shared vision of the future can deliver when we work together. That's why I'm not for doubling down on the Conservatives. I'm for moving forward with you. Mes chers amis, au bout du compte, la politique consiste à servir les gens, à vous servir. Peu importe vos circonstances, vous méritez d'avoir un vrai plan pour l'avenir. On a beaucoup accompli ensemble au cours des 4 dernières années. La vérité, c'est que ce n'est qu'un début. So, Surrey, you have an important choice to make. Will we go back to the failed policies of the Harper years, or will we continue to move forward? That's the choice. It's that clear, and it's that important. It's down to you, to the people gathered here tonight. So please, go talk to your neighbors. Get out and volunteer with Randy, with Gordy, with all of our other great candidates. Drive people to the polls. Make phone calls. Donate if you can. And most importantly, go knock doors. On October 21st, help Canadians choose a government that will fight for you and with you, for a stronger middle class and for a better Canada for all Canadians. Let us stand as one voice and let us choose forward. Merci.